Srimate Ramanujaya Namaha, Srimad Varavara Munaye Namaha, Srimad Lokarya Mahagurave Namaha. The 22nd Pasuram of Tirupavai starts with Anganma Nyala Tarasar. In this Pasuram, Andal talks about their Ananyarha Seshatvam, that is, their subservience and allegiance only to Sriman Narayana, and only to Sriman Narayana. In the previous Pasuram, they said, Atradu Bandun Adipaniyuma Pole. We came without holding anything back and losing ourselves to your Kalyana Gunams. In this Pasuram, they proclaim their subservience, their Seshatvam, as being Ananyarha Seshatvam. That is subservience only to Sriman Narayana. In here, the reference to Sri Ramayanam is mentioned just like when Vibhishana came to surrender onto Sri Rama. Because they say, Anganma Nyala Tarasar Abhimana Bhangamai Vandan in Palli Kattiv Kide Sangamiripar Pol Vandu Talaik Pedo. So here they say, just like how Vibhishana came. When Vibhishana came, he said, Parityakha Mayalanka Mitrani cha Dhanani cha Bhavadgatam me Rajyancha Jeevitancha Sukhani. Or, oh, Vanaras, by me, by Vibhishana, this Vibhishana who is the evil brother of the evil Ravana, he says, by me, the Lanka kingdom has been let go. The friends, the wealth, all of that has been let go. My kingdom, my life, and all the luxuries and the comforts I have are with you, is Sri Vibhishana's words. He says, Dhyatva putramscha dharamscha. I even gave up. I gave up my wife, my daughters also, my children. So this is important here because in the previous verse, he talked about how he gave up all the Rajyam, the kingdom and such. And those were not conducive to Sri Rama Anubhavam. They were not conducive to the Bhagavad Anubhavam. Whereas here, when he talks about his wife and children, Vibhishana's wife and children were conducive to Vibhishana's goal. He tried to educate Ravana. He gave a lot of upadesams to Ravana, and he was by the side of Sita. He said, we have to let Sita go back to her rightful place, to her husband Sri Rama. But Ravana did not listen. And in his mission to convince Ravana, Trijata and Vibhishana's wives were also very conducive to that. So he says, even such conducive relationships I gave up because Bhavat everything to me, Rama, is now under you. You are everything to me. Just like how Emperavar said that Ranganatha is his wife, his son, everything to him. Just like that, Vibhishana also here says that Bhavadgatam, everything I can get in one place, and he comes. Now let's go into the Pasuram itself and enjoy the other references to Sri Ramayanam. Anganma Nyala Tarasar Abhimana Bhangamai. Abhimana means their arrogance. Their arrogance or the pride they carry in being the king. So they get rid of that, and then they come and surrender onto Emperor's holy feet. Now, the reference to Sri Ramayanam that's mentioned here is Rajyam Nama Mahavyadihi Achikitso Vinasanaha. That is, they call, this slokam features in the Ramayanam, Sri Ramayanam, Kishkinta Kandam, where it is said that the Rajyam is supposed to be an incurable disease, that cannot be removed. It cannot be cured. It cannot be removed. It's a big vyadhi. Rajyam nama mahavyadhihi. And because of this Rajyam, kings may even give up their brothers and their sons. So such is the nature of the Rajyam. And these kings, Anganma Nyalattarasar Abhimana Bhangamai. So they have let go of this thought that they are the kings of such rajyams, of such kingdoms, and they have come. And how have they come? Nin palli kattirkire. They come and bow their heads and accumulate in large crowds under the throne, the simhasanam of Sri Krishna. So the next reference to Sri Ramayanam is mentioned here with the example for the word Pallikattirkire. Pallikattir means the Simhasanam, the throne. Pallikattirkire means under the throne, which means they are all assembled near the king's court. And why are they assembling here? Why are they assembling here? Because if they leave this and if they go elsewhere, then all of the diseases that are mentioned for the Rajyams, right, that will come back to them. They will be under the clutches of the kingdom and its wealth and such. So they want to let go of that, and they are now under the Tiruvadi, under the lotus feet, under the Pallikattu of Sriman Narayana, of Krishna. Now the reference to Sri Ramayanam that's mentioned here is, look at what happened to Bharata. Bharata, he left Rama's palace, he left Dasharatha's palace where he could have the association of Rama every day. He left that and he had gone to his maternal uncle's kingdom, to the Kekaya kingdom. And once he went there, all of this anarthams, all of these inappropriate things like sending Rama to the forest, and even worse was calling Bharata to be the king. So all of that happened only because he left the Pallikattu, he left the Tiruvadi of Sri Rama. So when Bharata returns after he was being called out from the Kekaya Desam, from the Kekaya kingdom, he comes and he sees that Dasharatha is no longer alive and he's upset. At that point, Kaikeyi calls him as Rajan. She says, "O king." Bharata is shocked to hear that. He's like, how can I be called king? And all of this comes only because he left the Pallikattu of Sri Rama. And then he attempts to go and pacify Rama and bring him back. He takes the entire army and goes. Why does he take the entire army? Because he believes that, oh, maybe he will get better outcome if he takes the entire army. If it is just Bharata who goes, then Rama may not move and he may not be moved and he may not relent to Bharata's request. But if he takes the entire army and goes, then looking at his entire army and the distress they are going through, maybe Rama would move and maybe Rama would agree to come back. But when he takes such big army and goes, he is being accused of attempting to come and have a battle with Rama. So all of these are the true anarthams that Bharata goes through. And this anartham he goes through only because he left Rama. Whereas consider Lakshmana. Lakshmana did not have to have any of these accusations because he was always by the side of Rama. He never left Rama. So Lakshmana did not have to go through any of these accusations, but Bharata had to go through these accusations. So the kings now, they've understood that if they are away from the Pallikattu of the Tiruvadi, of the association of Sri Krishna, then they will also be subject to all of these misfortunes. So they do not want to leave the Pallikattu. So isn't this such a beautiful reference to Sri Ramayanam here? Anganma Nyalattarasar Abhimana Bhangamai Vandu Nin Pallikattirkire Sangamiruppar Pol Vandu Talai Peidom. The next reference to Sri Ramayanam is for Vandu Talai Peidom. Oh, we got here. Now this is the pasuram in which they have got to Krishna's palace, inside Krishna's palace, inside the place where Krishna is seated, and they are very close. At this point in time, the Vandu Talai Pedom is explained as the blessings that they've got to be able to get here. And the references to Sri Ramayanam that are mentioned here are when Sita Pirati inquires to Hanuman, she says, "Oh Hanuman, tell me how the the meeting between Sugriva and Rama happened." She asks, "Vanaranam Naranam cha." So how Samagamam. So how did this union happen between Sugriva and Rama? And to which Sugriva explains the whole story. And when he explains the whole story, at the end, Hanuman says, "Oh, you know what? Because of this friendship, because this friendship materialized between Rama and the Vanaras, and the extent of the friendship was such that Adiyan, here Adiyan refers to Hanuman. Hanuman was chosen to go and do this intimate Kainkaryam of finding Sita Pirati. See, if you think about it, Lakshmana is closer to Rama. So Lakshmana could have been sent for finding where Sita is. But this Bhagyam, this blessing of finding Sita Devi happened upon Hanuman. And that happened because it was the because of the unification of Rama and Sugriva. So Hanuman cannot believe the Mahabhagyam that he got. Similarly, these gopis here, the team of Andal and her gopis, they are unable to believe that this actually happened, that they have been able to come under the Pallikattu of Krishna. The other reference to Sri Ramayanam that is mentioned here is when Bharata goes to meet Sri Rama. Manye praptasma tam desham Bharatvajo yamabravit. So Bharata goes with his army to meet Rama in Chitrakuta, and Bharadvaja Muni had given him certain uh, signs as to how to find Sri Rama's place. And all of those signs are now visible. So Bharata is immensely gratified. He's like, "Oh, I have been able to spot these signs described by Bharadvaja." And because he is the one who said, Matpapameva, he said, all of this happened because I am the one that committed all of those sins. So he wonders if a sinner like him, he would be blessed by such a sight of the place of Rama. Similarly, these gopikas here, they are wondering, they are amused that they were able to get to Krishna's Pallikattu. The next reference to Sri Ramayanam that is mentioned is மந்து தலை பெய்தோம் கிண்கிணி வாய் செய்த தாமரை பூ போலே செங்கன் சிறுச்சிறிதே எம்மேல் விழியாவோ திங்களும் ஆதித்தனும் எழுந்தார் போல். Now they talk about the eyes of Krishna. Those eyes are just like the eyes, they are just like the scorching sun and the cooling moon. And the cooling moon for those that are subservient to him. And here the reference to Sri Ramayanam is Chandrakantananam Ramam Ativa Priyadarshanam, where it is mentioned, the simple meaning would say that Rama's face is like the Chandrakanta, it is like the full moon, whereas the deeper meaning is that even the full moon that has blemishes, but Sri Rama, his face and his eyes, they don't have any blemishes, and they are always ready to shower their cool sight, cool eyesight, and cool kataksham to the devotees that come under their grace. Such references are all mentioned in Sri Ramayanam are all mentioned in Tripavai for this Pasuram, the Anganma Nyalathu Pasuram. So Andal and her team of devotees, they pray Engal Mel Sabam Idindelur Empavai. So let us also pray for the Kataksha Vaibhavam of Emberaman's Thirukkangal, his divine eyes to fall on us and spend the rest of our day. Andal Tiruvadigalే Sharanam.